And welcome back to part 2 of What a Dragon Ball Super Broly Went to Earth. So I just want to do a little, very minor bit of house cleaning. Hey, someone reminded me of when Goku's tail grew back, and so that's just, you change up the last bit, and then it's like, he's a Saiyan, oh, he has a tail. And instead, it's like, the tail grows back, and then they're surprised the fact he's a Saiyan. So there's that. But someone did bring up some comments, not actually dealing with anything serious. Best they said Broly was 5 years older. Okay. And he gave me all the names of the Red Ribbon Army commanders that Goku fought. I'll be honest, I don't remember Captain Yellow, but I mean, I'm guessing, I'm not saying I didn't have him, I just don't remember the Tiger guy. But yeah, Joseph McDuffie, the way you said it, or gave me information, that's I think the appropriate way people, if they want to try to, correct someone, or just, say, put their 2 cents in the sense of, hey, just so you know, this, and this. And because of this is actually what happened. The way you went about it, you did it fine. You did it perfectly. All that, you weren't rude about it. Actually, you were very considerate. And yeah, if you want to try to give information, that's the appropriate way. And because there's so many people who try to throw their opinions and facts in your face. I've had so many people when dealing with the God, key stuff. It's like, the multiplayer is this. Super Saiyan God's multiplayer is this. It's like, look, that's great. Yet you think that, but you have no evidence to back. You might have done some sort of calculation on your own, or you may have looked up someone else's calculation. But until the actual creator of the series says what that multiplier is, you don't know what the multiplier is. So stop acting like you know you have the facts when you don't. Anyway, so we left off with Broly, Paragus, and the other guy. I can't remember the other guy's name, so we're calling him the other guy. Meeting up with Goku. And Goku's like, wait, who are you? And how are you guys flying in the sky? It's an ability we have, Goku. We could easily teach it to you. It's a natural inherent ability that Saiyans have. I am Paragus. This is Broly. And this is other guy. Again, I don't remember his name. And at this point, I'm not going to bother to learn it. He is other guy. This is other guy. We are Saiyans like you. Wait, like me? No, I'm just a person. He's like, no, Goku, you're not. You're more than that. You are part of a proud warrior race. And you'll notice my Paragus voice is closer to the. Actually, no, it's very much the abridged version. I mean, do it, Broly. Like I can do a canon Broly voice. It's like, don't you understand, Goku? I can only do it in a certain inflection, like, do it, Broly, do it now. Like I can do that, but no, for regular talking, I can do the more subdued Paragus voice like this. So anyway, he's basically, he's trying to get Goku on his side, because as far as he knows, King Vegeta, Planet Vegeta, all of them, they're still out there, because they got sent off planet before Vegeta got waxed, basically, or whacked is what I meant to say. Not waxed, that's interesting. Anyway, so yeah, so they, as far as I know, they're still out there. It's like, if we can get the more Saiyans we have, we'll be able to create a coalition again and take back our home planet, Vegeta. Like, this is what he's thinking anyway. It's like, Goku, you've been alone for so long, but we can be a family to you. We can be comrades, partners, friends, allies. It's like, Goku's just like, well, I mean, this is all really. It's like, well, I got friends and allies and comrades. It's like, oh yes, the humans, but they can't teach you things that we can. Look, watch. And he just says, other guy, show him. And even the other guy's power, he said that he was weaker than Broly was at that time, but then he was still probably like 600 or 700. So he powers up, shows off a little bit of energy. He's probably gotten a little stronger, so he's maybe like 1,000 at this point. Maybe, because he's got to help train Broly and train with Paragus, so he probably does get a bit of a boost. But it shows like, whoa, and even though Goku can't sense energy, he can feel the aura coming out. It's like, that's cool. Yes, we could teach you many things, Goku. And together we can start anew on this earth. And Broly, other guy, and I have been living on alone for long enough. We occasionally ventured into the cities, interacting with the populace. And I will admit, it is pleasant to be around people and not be judged. But no, but there's so much more out there, Goku. We can take back our home planet. You, Broly, us, together, we could do anything. So what do you say, Goku? He's just like, maybe some other time. I'm gonna go find my grandpa's Dragon Ball. All right, bye. It's like, it's like, wait, what? And, Goku's just heading off, and they're just flying after him. They're able to keep up with Nimbus. Nimbus isn't that fast. Any competent guy with a who can fly can keep up with flying Nimbus. Although Nimbus is very fast. But once you get to, like, Saiyan Saga levels, they can keep up with flying Nimbus. I was like, Goku, what do you mean find your Dragon Ball? I mean, don't you understand? This is your people were talking about it. I never really knew any of them. I grew up with my grandpa, and he died. It's like, yeah, I don't really know. A monster. All I know about it is some monster came out one night and killed him. It's like, was there? And he's like, was it on a full moon by chance, Goku? It's like, yeah, how'd you know? And Pegasus just thinks about it for a little second. It's like, Goku, there's something you should know. It's like, what's that? You were the one who killed your grandfather. Your adopted grandfather. To which Goku actually stares like, what? And Pegasus and other guy, because Broly has lost his tail at this point. They made sure about that. And if I didn't say that in the original, I'm going to retcon that right now. They made sure to get rid of Broly's tail because they did not need him rampaging. And they show that, you see, we have tails just like you, correct, Goku? So what I say, but no other human you've met has a tail. What we say is true. We are Saiyans, Goku, a race not unlike humans, but different. And what makes us unique is our tails and our fighting spirit. When we gaze upon the full moon, we turn into monstrous ape creatures. Our power increases tenfold, but at the cost for many of us of our sanity and reason. It sounds to me, it sounds as though you, on a full moon, you lost control and took his life. And Goku's now just weighing everything. He's like, no, you're lying. It's like, I'm sorry, Goku, but you can't go your whole life without knowing the truth. It'll just hurt you more if you find out later than if you find out now. And Goku's just thinking, no, it's like, this doesn't make any sense. Goku's now freaking out a little bit because he's not understanding. He meets these aliens. He says he's a Saiyan like them, and they can kind of prove it, and it does make a little bit of sense. That's the problem for Goku right now. Is he doesn't want to believe a lot of this, but it is kind of making sense. Like what they're saying isn't like irrational. And it's like, no. It's like, oh, no, you didn't kill him, huh? Maybe you can. You turned into monkeys too. How did you kill him? It's like, we've never been near your place, Goku. And he actually has to stop and think. It's like, well, Broly might have actually killed him, but the chances are actually not bad. It's like, I mean, it is possible. There is a possibility Broly in one of his rampages before we made it to Earth may have been the one to do it as well. And then, Nimbus goes to the ground. They're on the ground. Like, Goku just comes out of Broly's like, what? And Broly's just dodging. Because Broly at this point, Broly is about 5 years older than Goku, which puts him at 17 versus Goku's 12 at this point. Actually, no, he'd be a little older now because it's a full year. So he'd be about 18 to Goku's 13. Which also means that he's relatively within his adult range of height, I think. Granted, he doesn't look anywhere near as old as he does in the original. He doesn't even have as many scars. Oh, nor does he have the green pelt ear he had from his friend. But he still has the relative same, design. Maybe he wears some more civilian-esque clothes on there. But Broly's power is still easily in like the 10 to 20,000, no problem. Although, remember, when we got to the super age, because remember, they were on that planet for decades. Broly's power in base form alone was enough that he could actually match Super Saiyan Vegeta. And then when he went into Akari, he was able to match Super Saiyan God Vegeta and Goku. But he's nowhere near there. But anywhere from between 10 to 20, maybe even 30,000, I think is very reasonable. But Broly's just dodging. You did it. You did it. I didn't do it. But if I did, I'm sorry. And because he's just dodging, just like, finally he just like, Broly, just defend yourself a little bit, and just grabs Goku's face and just boom, it's like, puts him to the ground. Goku's having trouble moving. I'm sorry you had to find it out this way, Goku, but it's true. It's true. We have this power, but at a great cost. And it's like, but he doesn't have it. He doesn't have a tail. It couldn't have been him. I had to remove Broly's tail as a young lad. He was too dangerous. He couldn't control his power, so I had no choice. Unfortunately, it was probably for his own benefit. And Goku's not just like, now Goku's like, I'm sorry, and Goku's just not just looking at the ground. It's all right, son. It's okay. And Goku's just like, no, get away! I don't know who you think you are. Draw yours on me, but I don't want any of it. I don't care about you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna go find my dad, Grandpa's Dragon Ball, and just go home. And he just gets on Nimbus again, and he's like, Pegasus like, blast it all. But other guy gets like, look, he's dealing with a lot right now. I mean, you just dropped a bombshell on him. It's like, he needed to know the truth. He might have needed to, but it's not like he's got just hounding him the entire time isn't going to help out the situation. We'll be able to find him again. If he's anything like the rest of his friends, he's going to want to participate in the martial arts tournament again. We'll meet him again at some point. We just gotta keep tabs on him. And so, it was all right. You have a point. It's not like he's going anywhere. Very well then. I mean, poor kid though. I mean, finding out you killed your own family is like, and your burger's like, yes, it's like, be it as it may. We still might have lots to do. Back to trading. It's back to trading, really. All right. Let's see, if we must. It's like, yes, we must. Now, keep in mind, Broly's natural strength will come out like, he's later on. And might even be even a little stronger because he does get a training partner with other guy. Meanwhile, Goku goes and he finds the 4-star Dragon Ball and he just wrecks Colonel Silver. And really, most of the Red Ribbon Army arc goes about the same, except now Goku's kind of fighting with a bit more ferocity than he normally had because he's so angry about the whole situation. I think he does act a bit more, maybe not brutal, but he's definitely got a bit more spunk and fight in him now. And it maybe actually, and the fact that he also got wrecked by Broly, kind of maybe puts a bit more vigor into training just a little bit harder. I'm not going to say it's a lot, but it's a little bit harder. So we deal with the whole Red Ribbon Army arc. Now, that being said, when we get to Korin points out, you're Goku, right? It's like, yeah. Tell me, after, dealing with the whole training for the Ultra Divine Water. Not Ultra Divine Water. Not, what was it? I can't remember the name of the fake water. But like, Goku, before you go, I can't say for certain whether those Saiyans you met a while back are any good. It's like, wait, you know about it? I'm not the guardian of the Earth, kid, but I do keep my eye on a lot of things going around up down there. By the way, I mean, Korin clearly can view things in a similar vein to Kami. It's not quite on the same level because unlike him, Korin's tower is very much connected to the ground, whereas Kami can move all over the planet. But he's clearly Korin is not. I think people underestimate Korin because he has access to Ultra Divine Water. He's the creator of the Senzu Bean. He carries that same staff that Kami does, which means he's clearly got some level of divine influence, however minor it is. And he's able to sense power levels pretty effectively, including being able to get a ballpark estimate of what Cell's power level was at full power. So no one should ever sleep on Korin, I think. I don't think anyone really does, especially him and his Bean Daddy. Oh, I miss my Bean Daddy. Those Saiyans, I can't say for certain if their intentions are noble or good, but you can learn a lot from your own race, Goku. And Goku's just kind of like, it's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I'm not saying you should go to him, kid, but I'm saying it couldn't hurt. Like I said, I can't say they're not noble, but they're not evil either. They're just they kind of feel as lost as you are at the moment. Goku's just like, thanks, Master Korin. Like, no problem, kid. Now go get him. And, Goku goes down. And like I said, because he's a little bit more tenacious now, he's a little bit strong. Like, if his power level power is like 180, 1 in 90. Like I said, nothing extreme, but enough that he actually, once we get to the next martial arts tournament, once again, he sees them in the crowd. And he's like, and Goku's actually looking on, just like staring at them. It's not so much contempt, but it's like a wary eye. And even Paragus is like, he seems a bit more noticing of us this time. He's like, yes, father. Yeah, I'm guessing he's still harboring a bit of a grudge. He did get a bit stronger though. Wait, how can you tell, other guy? Honestly, I don't know. I think just taking a lot of beatings from you and Broly over the years is kind of just, increased my ability to sense where you guys are at. I think it's hard to say. I can kind of sense his energy, and it would make sense because the other guy is nowhere near as strong as either him or Broly, but he's been used for training in this time, so he's actually gotten a decent degree stronger. Like in another year passing, he's probably now Raditz level of power. Like, I don't see him, like, growing any leaps or bounds, but he's probably, like, a Rad's level of power. Paragus might be hitting, like, a 9,000-ish, because he's still training with Broly, too. But because he's the weakest one, and he gets the most benefit out of it, I'd imagine he'd be the one that sets power levels. That would actually be pretty hilarious. Like, the weakest of them can sense power levels. Really? How can you gauge me in Broly's level? And he's like, yeah, I mean, Broly's probably about, and power-wise, I'm just going to say 50,000 for an even number right now. We're not going to see Broly get into really huge levels of power until Dragon Ball Z, but 50,000 I'd say is reasonable for him because we know he's already had the mass potential. So, but he's only can train so much. And I mean the animals of Earth aren't really as dangerous as we've seen like dinosaurs and stuff, but aren't as dangerous as we saw in Vampa. Like giant. I don't even know what you would call the weird animal he made friends with. It's like a cat worm amoeba because it's all in like a crater. So, and then there's the spiders. I'm sure there was probably other animals on the planet too. Anyway, and it's like he's Broly's a little over 10. If I can guess, about 10 times stronger than 10 times. Impressive, but nowhere near enough. We'll have to increase his training regimen after a while. Still, let's watch how far Goku's progressed. And though all the fights take place, Roshi forfeits to Tien. Goku and Tien face off, and this time it is actually Goku is edging out Tien. Unfortunately, a 10 times edge out in Dragon Ball might seem like a lot, but the fact is Goku was able to fight on really even terms with Roshi, where his base power is like 139. So I still think Tien takes the win due to technicalities. The whole, Kamehameha, it doesn't work up there. It's just a known fact. Goku hits the bus, and even they're like, ooh, like, ooh, that did not look like it felt good. But afterwards, they all help Goku back to speed. He gets a Senzu Bean. He lets his power pole, obviously, back at the tournament arena, and Krillin goes to get it. Goku, when it's all said and done, after meeting up with his friends, does not sense. He can't sense energy yet, but he does come over. Does see Paragus, Broly, and other guys standing no ways away. It's like he goes, "Yeah, guys, hold on. I got to go talk to these guys. I got to go do something. All right?" And like, yeah. So basically, he he goes over and he just talks to. And the thing is, you did well in there. If it wasn't for that little faux pas with the truck, you probably would have won. It's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, I still got a long way to go. I doubt I could probably even match you right now, Broly. It's like, but I'm gonna beat you someday. I promise you that. Just like Krillin's my rival, I'm challenging you to be my rival. And Broly's just like, rival? Yeah, I mean, if it's okay with you, it's like, you're not angry with us anymore, Goku. And Goku just looks at him. It has a little bit of a hard look on his face, but it's more like not like a true glare, but more like hard, serious look, but without the glare. Just, I was angry at you for a good while, but I came to realize, and like I thought about it, and you guys didn't really do anything. I mean, if what you say is true, I'm the one who did something, and it's because I couldn't control my power. But I'm gonna learn to control it and control this power, and and I'm gonna use it to protect the people I care about, and that's a promise. And maybe and then maybe one day we can be friends too. And Paragus is actually like really surprised by this guy's demeanor. He's like, he is not like other Saiyans. People he cares about, family. Even looking at see us as friends and comrades someday. And Paragus actually has to have a smile. There's like no malice or anything like that. It's like, oh, perfect, like this. No, it's like, you are a unique creature, Goku. You know that. It's like, it's like a lot of people tell me that. I don't understand what they mean by that. They actually have a lot to. I'm not surprised. So, we were planning to get some food. Actually, we were planning to do that too. Would you like to come along? I suppose that there's no harm in that. And they're getting ready to eat. It's like, this is Broly, this is the other guy, this is, actually I can see it like this, like, maybe even forgets the guy's name, so calls him the other guy, just like, this is a Paragus and Broly, and this is other guy. They're Saiyans like me. It's like, Saiyans, and there's like, it's just like, it's like, well, this kid has no tact whatsoever. Yes, hello, comrades of Goku. As he said, I'm Paragus, this is my son Broly, and this is other guy. They had to, and it's like awkward conversation now. It's like, yeah, it's like, where's Krillin? I mean, shouldn't he have been back here by now? I believe he was going to get your power pole. He hasn't been back yet. And I was like, all right, I'll go check on him real quick. He rushes back. He's like, so what on earth is a Saiyan? It's like, oh, Goku, oh god. And obviously Goku ultimately gets back, and he finds Krillin dead. It's like, Krillin, wake up! And yeah, so Goku's found Krillin's dead body. Paragus and the gang have met the Z. Well, I mean, Goku's friends. So, and Bulma, despite me kind of being involved with Yamcha, is looking Broly up and down like, ooh, you nice. Because let's be honest, Broly not a bad looking dude. By Dragon Ball standards, anyway. But yeah, that is where we're leaving part 2 off. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. And that is who will win Star Wars, Super Magic, what if, anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below as well, because that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time.